Special Forces or Special Operations Forces are highly trained military units, well equipped to perform unconventional, unorthodox covert missions that are typically related to a nation's political, economic purposes. Check out Top 10 Most Elite and Trained Special Forces of the World. Delta Force, USA. Delta Force, also known as 1st Special Forces Operational Detachment Delta, is a U.S. Army unit for counterterrorism, hostage rescue, and reconnaissance against top-profile targets. Delta Force was formed in 1977 after major terrorist attacks in the 1970s. Though Delta Force is primarily a Tier 1 counter-terrorist unit, specifically directed to kill or capture high-value units, HVU, or dismantle terrorist cells, Delta Force remains extremely flexible and can engage in direct action missions, hostage rescues, and covert missions working directly with the Central Intelligence Agency, as well as high-ranking protective services of our senior leaders during visits in war-torn countries. GSD9 Germany. The Border Protection Group 9, or GSD9, was commissioned in 17 April 1973 as a German counter-terrorism and special operations unit. 1 year before that, on September 5, 1972, a group of terrorists named Movement Black September infiltrated the Summer Olympic Games held in Munich, West Germany, commonly known by the name of Munich Massacre. After that, Germany government established GSD9. Since then, GSD9 has taken part in as many as 1,500 missions, and in 2005, they won the SWAT World Challenge. At the time of the 1977 Mogadishu mission, the commander of the Israeli border police, Zivi War, described GSD9 as the best anti-terrorist group in the world. JW Grom. JW Grom is Poland's finest counterterrorism unit. Grom, which means thunder, is one of the 5 special operation forces of the Polish Armed Forces. It was officially activated on July 13, 1990, and deployed on a variety of special operations and unconventional warfare roles, including anti-terrorist operations and projection of force behind enemy lines. Candidates applying to serve in JW Grom have to pass psychological and durability tests, along with the so-called truth test, a physically and psychologically exhausting field test designed to filter out the weaker applicants. Grom soldiers train with the best special operation units in the world. JTF2 McCall. JTF2 McCall is a Special Forces unit of the Israeli Defense Forces, IDF. The unit is modeled after the British Army's Special Air Service, instituted in 1957. Its primary purpose is intelligence gathering, and it often operates deep behind enemy lines. During the selection camp, Gubush, would-be recruits endure hardcore training exercises while being constantly monitored by doctors and psychologists. Only the strongest get in. JTF2 Canada. Joint Task Force 2, JTF2, is a Canadian special force started in 1993 solely for counter-terrorism operations. The JTF2 were involved in many missions since its formation, but the most notable ones are 2001 Afghanistan War and Iraq in 2006. Serving as the centerpiece of Canada's special operations, JTF2 is primarily tasked with counter-terrorism operations, but also specializes in direct action, hostage rescue, personnel recovery, and foreign internal defense. Most of the information regarding Joint Task Force 2 is classified and is not commented on by the Government of Canada. Their operations in Afghanistan were no secret, that even then Canadian Prime Minister was unaware of the fact that the force was involved. The JTF2 is well supplied with some of the best equipment available, despite of its recent origin. It is well respected and one of the best at what they do. Special Air Service Regiment, Australia. Operating under the motto, "Who dares wins." The Special Air Service Regiment, SASR, is a direct command unit of the Special Operations Command. With a demanding role, SASR personnel are specially selected and highly trained to act with discretion and discipline in situations that may have national and strategic consequences. Personnel are required to work in small teams for extended periods, often without support. Principally, SASR are designed to conduct far-fetched covert missions and surveillance assignments with small teams and at the same time for conducting raids in large groups. Over the years, SASR has been involved in various peacekeeping and anti-terrorist operations domestically and overseas. Alpha Group Russia. Alpha Group, or Alpha, officially known by the name Directorate A of the FSB Special Purpose Center, is an elite unit of Russian Special Forces. It is a dedicated counterterrorism task force of the Russian Federal Security Service, FSB, created by the Soviet KGB in 1974. The Alpha Group is one of the most aggressive and brutal forces in the world. Domestically, it's been involved in most of the major anti-terrorist hostage operations in Russia, most notably Moscow Theater Siege of 2002 and the Beslan School Siege in 2004. Shaitan 13, Israel. Shaitan 13 is a unit of the Israeli Navy and one of the primary Sayeret units of the Israeli Defense Forces. Shaitan 13 specializes in sea-to-land incursions, counterterrorism, sabotage, maritime intelligence gathering, maritime hostage rescue, and boarding. The unit is trained for sea, air, and land actions. The unit has taken part in almost all of Israel's major wars, as well as other actions. The unit is well respected among the world's special forces, and often compared to the likes of the US Navy SEALs and Britain's Special Boat Service. Navy SEALs USA. The U.S. Navy SEALs were established by President John F. Kennedy in 1962 as a small elite maritime military force to conduct unconventional warfare. They carry out the types of clandestine, small unit, high-impact missions that large forces with high-profile platforms such as ships, tanks, jets, and submarines cannot. SEALs also conduct essential on-the-ground special reconnaissance of critical targets for imminent strikes by larger conventional forces. Although one can trace the roots of the Navy SEALs from the World War II, the Vietnam War of 1961 saw the actual birth of the modern-day SEAL. There's no doubt that Operation Neptune Spear was the greatest achievement of Navy SEALs, alongside many other next to impossible tasks. They are known for their superior physical and mental strength, which they build in a year-long training. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel to see more exciting videos.